MovieWeb.com.
So I want to begin by asking about your character in the film. Sort of has this duality he's going through between his work, fatherhood, his own mortality. Could you talk a little bit about? It's almost like 3 journeys he's going on in the film, isn't it?
Yeah, he has to face different things at the same time. They're all coming towards him, which is this spiritual journey about knowing how important it is to be clean before we all live. Clean in the terms of being clean spiritually. And this physical journey of sickness, but also this emotional journey of trying to realize how many things he has to change and what's the legacy that he wants to give to his own kids before he leaves. You know, so there are many things going on, yeah.
And the relationship with his wife, he's dealing with her and her state, and it's sort of he's concerned about his children, but it's sort of a broken love, isn't it, between the two?
Yeah, it's like Alejandro said that it's the genre of this movie is the tragedy, which like in the Greek tragedies, which is to put a person, a human being, in the very strong circumstances for that human being to become somebody more aware of what he has done and what's the things that he has to achieve in the future. And that's the genre of the movie. And one of the things is his broken marriage. Yeah.
And he has compassion for his wife, but he's concerned about his children's own well-being.
Yeah, because I think in that journey, and the power of this movie is to see a man who, because of that circumstances, those surroundings, he has to bring out the best of himself in order to, I don't know, to leave this world in a better shape.
And to bring out the best in others too.
Which is, as you said, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, those things that are lost in translation in these times.
And then your character is sort of physically falling apart, emotionally falling apart throughout the film. I know that you shot chronologically.
Yes.
Did that help?
A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have ever be able to do this movie if it was randomly shoot, you know. The fact that it was chronological helped me to have a perspective of where to put the stress, how to work with the body. I mean, a lot of things. And also, I knew there was going to be an end because it was a long process, a great rewarding process creatively, yeah, from a creative point of view. But it was long. It was a hard one to sustain for so long for everybody, for the director, for the crew, for me.
And emotionally in the journey, did that help the journey that it was sort of from the beginning to end rather than jumping back and forth?
Yes, totally, because it really, I mean, for an actor, it's a luxury when you do a movie because you know the whole journey from A to B, and the sets, the people, the crew, the circumstances, the days that you're working are helping you to do the journey with you, rather than be the only one who has the journey on your mind.
And then finally, there's a devastating situation he goes through towards the end of the film. And I was wondering if you could just talk about how that sort of changes him emotionally and sort of sets him on the path towards the end of the film.
Well, there's a moment where he has to surrender and give up and realize that he is what he is. He becomes somebody that he didn't want to, but he has to because he has to survive. So at the end, it's a man who's really trying to face himself and welcome everything that he's seen, the worst and the good things. And once he does that, he's free.